when you look at somebody's eye, it's like football shaped. Well, mine is football shaped this way.
Oh.
And as it grows, it tears my cornea.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, no. Is that hurt?
I think you hit a nerve.
Yes and no.
Speak Easy Studios. Speak and be heard.
Welcome to the studio at 1201, where we are bringing you interesting conversations with entrepreneurs, creatives, leaders, and world changers to impact and inspire. Let's connect. So make sure to subscribe, rate, and review with all the stars. And most importantly, remember, you belong here. What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Jeanette, your hostess with the mostest, and I am joined, as always, by the co-pilot, the co-host, La Capitaine, if you will,
hello.
Kelly Olive.
Hey,
Hello.
it's so good to be here.
It's a good day. It's a
Yes.
good day. And wouldn't be a conversation without someone to have a conversation with, Kelly.
That's right. I mean, we could talk to each other all day long.
The people
That
don't
would
want to
not be
hear us
no.
blabber on. No, they want to know about the creatives in South Florida, and we have one of the most incredible ones. We got Stephanie, aka A Lyrical. What's up, girl?
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Nervous, but good.
Yeah. We were telling her it's just a conversation.
That's right.
As
We're
all-
just
you
talking
know.
as friends.
Yeah, the people at home know. Steph will know. So you are a creative in South Florida, right? What is your favorite medium? How do you create?
I am a legally blind visual artist.
Wait. Rewind. Say that one more time for people to hear.
When I first heard that, I was like, how does that work?
We'll get to that, but say it one more time.
I am a legally blind visual artist.
Wow.
That is incredible.
Love it.
Yeah. And so how do you create? You use paint, right? And sketching and
I
things?
paint and I use a mix of charcoal and graphite to do sketches, portrait sketches.
That is incredible. And so, portrait's where you live at. Yeah.
Shine.
It is
Yeah.
absolutely my favorite. I
Yeah.
paint, but sketches.
And they're not your
for me.
typical portraits.
No.
It's a very artistic portrait.
Really incredible. I think you brought. Could we just lean down, lean and show? I don't know if the whole thing will show in the camera.
I hope so.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and back it up behind the microphone. Oh my goodness, that is incredible.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
The
Wow.
colors and the
The
contrast.
shading.
Yes.
Thanks.
I have all my sight. I cannot even pretend to try.
And I know that this may sound funny, but the lips are incredible. I mean, like the detail. It's just amazing.
Flip through. You have another one. You have another one in there. I put her on the spot.
Yes, this was not planned, but that's okay. That's what happens in conversation.
That's right.
It's not a planned conversation.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh my
Can
goodness.
you see
Put that
those?
right in front of your face. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay.
The color schemes are the same. Could you see those like on a wall? So we're just like a set of.
You bumped your microphone, so move that right back in front of your face. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank
Tuck
you.
that back away because now we want to talk about it. You better talk about it.
I've heard that somewhere. Let's talk
Oh
about
my
it.
goodness, girl. How did you find out that you could do that?
Oh, wow. So I have always loved art growing up. Did sketches, was in like AP art classes.
Was that
stuff
down
like
here
that.
or was that somewhere else?
So I grew up in South Florida.
Okay.
1 year I went away and it was crazy because everybody thought I was nuts. My senior year of high school, I moved to a different state by choice.
Wow.
And went to live in Memphis. And I
Wow.
graduated there. And I loved art, like I said, and was taking AP art classes and wanted to go to an art university. Got accepted and everything. And then my family was like, no.
No. No.
Like, you're not going to be able to find a job. You can't support yourself. Go to real college. So that kind of shut art down
Yeah.
for me
So sad.
until I actually lost my sight.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I fully know this story. Okay.
When I lost my sight, art kept me sane
Wow.
because I remember my ex-husband was like, why is your phone always so close to your face? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
So he was like, yeah, we're going to get glasses tomorrow. And so I went to the optician and the lady does all her tests and all this stuff. And then the actual optician walked in and he was like, yeah, I can't help you. I was like, what? He was like, you're going to go blind.
What kind of bedside manner is that?
Yeah, really.
Absolutely not.
What?
He was like, you're going to go blind and I can't help you. And he told me what I had at the moment, but after I heard you're going to go blind, I was like, what did you say? Like, I completely zoned out. And I remember walking back out and my ex-husband was like, you can't be done already. Like, where are you going? And I literally couldn't speak. I walked out of the office that they had and broke down in tears. They told me I had keratoconus. And basically, I think the easiest way to explain it, when you look at somebody's eye, it's like football shaped. Well, mine is football shaped this way. And as it grows, it tears my cornea.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, no. Is that hurt?
I think you hit a nerve.
Yes and no.
Good night.
Thankfully, I was able to come visit my mom. She works in the medical field. So she found a doctor for me that had surgery on my eyes to stop it from getting any worse.
Okay.
So I won't completely go blind, thankfully.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
But I still can't see anything.
Wow.
So you got that lovely news.
Yes.
Just trying to get some glasses. Get 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
And the bomb got dropped.
Yes.
And so you turn to your sketchbook.
Yes. So I had a friend of mine that literally, she was like, I won't let you be depressed. And every day she picked me up and took me.
Get a friend like that.
Yes. She took me to coffee shops and I just drew while she did her studying. Every single day.
Wow. And so did you just whip out things like that right away?
Well, so no, they weren't that spectacular.
Because that is spectacular. What you showed us is
Thank you.
spectacular. So you've grown on.
Because it was like within like a month and a half, like I lost my sight.
Wow.
So all I could really see was colors. So nothing like that. I was literally doing, I wish I bought a piece, but they were like dots of colors, and that's how I built pieces together. And then after the surgery, my eyesight got a little bit better, but not completely. So that's when I turned back to actually doing portraits and stuff of people.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
That is incredible.
So, yeah, it was a journey. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And now I know you a little bit better than most. We are dear friends. And so I know that the health journey doesn't stop there. And so art has become this consistent anchor in a whole sea of just mess and hardship.
Yes, definitely.
Can you just take us by the hand and walk us on the journey a little bit?
So, like I said, I lost my sight and everything and started to get back into art, doing like little pieces here and there for like family. Yeah. Well, then I decided I wanted a family of my own. I had already had my son. But we decided we wanted to try and have a daughter. So I got pregnant. And I remember I was coming to visit my mom just like a week or 2 weeks max. And my mom was like, you don't really look right. But even before that happened, I remember I was at home. I woke up one morning and my husband was like over me in tears. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Wow.
And he's 6'7" and not a cry baby. And he was like, what do you mean? You just had a seizure. I was like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
And he was like, yeah, you're not okay. So
I'm like, thanks, honey.
Again with the bedside manner.
So I went to, I got my doctor to squeeze me in to my OB. And she was kind of like not phased. She was just kind of like, yeah, we hear a heartbeat on the baby, so you good. And I was like, anybody want to tell me why I had a seizure?
And that I don't remember it?
Yeah.
Right. So I came to visit my mom. Like I said, she's kind of in the medical field. So I went to see a specialist. And the specialist was like, yeah, I have to admit you right now. I was like, you can't do that.
I'm on vacation. I'm vacationing.
I can't go to the hospital.
She was like, no, I guess every time I had a seizure, because I had more after that, it told my body I was in labor. So I was only 21 weeks and I was 3 centimeters dilated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she was like, yeah, you're on not regular bed rest, but strict bed rest. So I have to admit you. So for 3.5 months, I wasn't allowed to get up at all.
Were you in the hospital for 3.5 months?
3.5 months.
Wow.
Not in your hometown.
Right. I wasn't allowed to get up and go to the bathroom. I had a catheter. Like, they were like, you're not allowed to move.
Wow.
And I had a doctor one time actually come in, it wasn't my regular doctor, came in and said, yeah, your daughter's going to be stillborn. We're just trying to keep you alive.
Doctors listening, listen right now.
Please,
look,
please.
Whether you are optimal, whether you do eyes or you do babies, whatever you do, don't do that. Okay, do not. We're done. We're done with that. Have a little compassion and empathy. You're doing great.
Please.
You're doing a great service to humanity.
Thank you.
But yeah, I
Do
need
it
y'all to
nicely.
learn how to talk to people.
More bedside manner.
Right.
Oh,
I actually
gosh.
had to tell the hospital, I was like, that doctor's not allowed to come see me anymore. Like, I don't know who she is, but she can't come back.
Spoiler alert. Her daughter's beautiful and healthy and lovely and
Yes.
adorable.
Yes. I actually got to the point where they let me go home.
Wow.
They
Wow.
were like, you're close enough to now where you can go into regular labor, so you can go home. Wow. I still had to be basically on bedside,
Yeah.
but I was allowed to go to the bathroom by myself.
My goodness. My goodness.
Bless you. Yes, I actually had to be induced.
She's like, look, I've stayed here this long. You're going to have to like
Do
force
something.
me
Yeah,
I
out.
need you to get out.
It's time. Wow.
Yes, and I got induced until now my kids' birthdays, they're 2 days apart.
Oh,
Just one big party every time.
Yes.
Yeah. 3.5 months.
Yes.
Wow. And
so
but did you have your sketch
hard.
pad with
Yes,
you?
and that's
Good.
how I survived 3.5 months.
I'm sure.
Yes, my friend bought me a new one and was like, "Here, do something."
do something. Yeah.
So that's the only way I survived. And I will say it was good because like nurses and stuff were like, "How are you doing this?"
Yeah.
Like in here, and it got me some work.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I do commissions.
Yes.
I have time. You know where to find me.
I got nothing but time.
So after you had your adorable, precious baby girl,
Yes.
the seizures didn't
Yes,
stop.
No. They put me on anti-seizure medication while I was in the hospital, and it kind of worked for a little bit because while I was there, probably because I had absolutely no stress and nothing to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
I had not one seizure, but then after that, they came back with a vengeance, and they put me on multiple. They tried almost every seizure medication out there, and it wasn't working. And because I have, excuse me, nocturnal epilepsy. Well, that's what I used to have anyway. I have grand mal seizures during my sleep, so I can't live alone.
Wow.
So it got to the point where I had brain surgery, and I was good for like 3 months. Yeah, maybe a little longer.
You need a longer shelf life than 3 months for brain
It might have
surgery.
been a little longer.
Yo.
But then they came back with a vengeance again. And because now I have multiple different kinds of seizures. And when I went to the doctor before I had surgery, my mom, of course, was there. And it looks like I might have had seizures my whole life and didn't
man.
know what they were. I just wasn't having grand mal ones. I was having like auras and stuff. And
Yeah.
I just thought, no, you zoned out for a second. But they were actually small seizures.
Interesting.
And because my mom said I had a grand mal seizure when I was a baby, when I had a fever. And she said the doctors told her if she has another one, you need to take her to the emergency room. And I must have kind of heard it because I never had another one again
As if you could control that.
until I got pregnant with my daughter.
Wow.
So, yeah. And then now I have started to have grand mals during the day.
So what does life look like now?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people on speed dial that my
Good.
kids know to call if
Yeah.
anything happens. I remember it was recently, probably a month or so ago. I woke up one day in my living room and all these people were like standing over me. And I'm like, it was a good friend of mine, Cindy. And I was like, when did y'all get here?
What
Like,
is
what are
going
y'all
on?
Do you have like as you're waking up, is you in the right frame of mind to be like, oh, I've had a seizure probably?
No, not at all.
That's interesting.
It was the fact that she was there that I knew. And because sometimes I have fallen. Usually I know because my tongue is swollen because I bite my tongue.
Wow.
But apparently they said the dog, because she actually bought me a dog so that I'm trying to train it as a service animal,
Oh.
she had been whining to me like crazy. And normally when she does that, she has to go to the bathroom. But I ask her and she'll walk to the door, but she wouldn't walk to the door. And I was like, let me just take you out just in case. And that's what's wrong with you. I think she was trying to tell me I was going to have a seizure.
Oh, my.
Because I took her outside to walk her and apparently fell in the driveway and had a seizure. My son said, I heard a large crash, so I went to check on you. And I was seizing in the driveway. So he called Cindy and them to come over. And because my son, he's so cute. He's like, you know why I called on Cindy? I was like, why? He said, because I knew she would drop everything. And
She would. Shout out to Cindy. You were a real one.
yes, and her whole family was there. Like her sons, everybody.
Of course. They rolled deep.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
They walked my son through what to do on FaceTime the entire time I had the seizure until they could get there, and like dropped everything and was there at my house.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, and because when I was in the hospital, I recently was there again to try to get me to have brain surgery again, and they're trying to figure out which part of my brain to take out this time.
Not the art part, okay?
Yeah, please, not the art part.
And the nurses and stuff were like, oh, you had a seizure yesterday. I was like, I did.
They can tell.
Yeah, because they hooked me up to all these funny machines and attached them to my skull. And it tells them like what area and that I had them.
Wow.
And I think usually when I go to the hospital for these tests, I'm like there, they want me there for 3-4 days. And I'm always there for like 3 weeks because nothing happens. Wow. This is the first time, like within the first 2 weeks, I had an actual seizure and had multiple.
Yeah.
So they were able to get
Is
the
it
information they needed.
increasing in frequency?
Kinda. Yeah. I don't know if just stress is what
Yeah.
is going on, but they're definitely increasing. And the fact that I'm having the big ones during the day.
Right.
Now, and